the answer, so I'll just pose them to the general public. Will the consultant run public hearings before the map is developed? Will they hold at least one hearing in each of the 6 council districts? Will any hearings be at a time when working men and women can attend to express their concerns without having to take personal time off from work? Will the council hearings will the council hold hearings both before map proposals are developed and before the town council votes on the map? This is important because the public and all concerned parties can have input in the political process that will set the town voting districts for the next 10 years and directly affects every resident's immediate and short-term future. There is a matter of concern to me as a Democratic political leader, and that is the absence this morning of Council Woman Goosby as the lone minority representative on the council and that district. I think that it's of concern that she is not here today to express any statement she may have to the public.
Mr. Young, just so the record is clear, Councilwoman Goosby knew that the Skyline administrative item was on the calendar. We spoke with her last week, and as you may know, she's the vice president of the New York State Association of Towns, and she's gone to this. She's gone to the week on their convention, but she was aware.
Okay, was there another time when this was supposed to be on the administrative calendar before today? The only other comment I want to make is that I hope that the town council and the process directly involves the newly formed minority districts on the west end of the town of Hempstead, all the new communities that have developed in the past years. It's a changing demographic, and I hope that you respect their one person, one vote rule. Thank you very much.
Michael Torrey? Good morning.
Board of Ed Supervisors, Hempstead County Council members, thank you very much. Nice to be here. I also wanted to talk about.
You can share your name and address.
My name is Michael Torrey. I'm a Woodmere resident.
Thank you.
Thank you. The issue of redistricting is a very serious one in the town of Hempstead, and it's important that everyone has the right to see the process to make sure that it's transparent. I also have a question about the mapping company. How did the town become aware of this mapping consultant?
There are a number of companies out there, this is deemed to be the best one.
And how many others were looked at?
I couldn't say.
So can you say, why is Skyline the best mapping company for this purpose for the town of Hempstead?
We looked at their credentials. Town attorney's office made the decision to why it's Skyline.
Okay. And how well did the town know of the company prior to making the judgment?
I don't have that entire file.
Okay, well, I'm concerned that the town, the members of the town, are not getting the chance to see the process as it's happening. I'm concerned that the company itself will propose lines that don't represent the demographics of this community. And I'm concerned that Skyline might not be the best company available to do the important job of redistricting in the town of Hempstead.
Well, I can tell you, Mr. Torrey, and I don't to interrupt, but we are going to use them to literally gather the information based on the most recent census. But the vast majority of the work is going to be done through our town attorney's office.
And the public will have the opportunity to comment on the work that the town attorney's office does.
As I've noted, we are going to have a public hearing.
I look forward to seeing it. Thank you very much for your time
Okay.
today.
Thanks for coming down this evening.
Thank you.
Elise Dressler? Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? I too, Elise Dressler, I too want to speak about item number 35. And I know we've gone over some of the questions, so please bear with me. But it is important that this consultant advocates for an open and transparent process that will take into account all of the communities within our town of Hempstead, especially the minority ones which have continued to grow over the past 10 years. So when hiring Skyline to consult with the town board, were there any discussions regarding the process for the redistricting?
That will, after we hired him today, now the work begins with
so they're going to move forward with that, and what exactly then is the process for reapportionment of the councilman's district?
They're being hired to let us know about population shifts in the various town council districts. They'll send that information to us. I would imagine that the town attorney's office is going to give a draft proposal to the town board. Every council person will have an opportunity to look at that draft, and ultimately there'll be a map presented for a public hearing.
And have they given any indication of what they expect this process to look like before they were hired by the board?
No, we're just hiring them today.
Okay, and I know we've talked about that there will be public hearings in the future. Is there any indication of how many hearings there would be and what their format will entail?
That will be determined, again, we're just starting the process today with the hiring of the company. They'll begin the research, and then we'll, in the fullness of time, we'll determine exactly when, where, how.
Okay, well, we look forward to having multiple hearings about it. And hopefully the full board in Skyline have had these discussions already, and that the residents of our town need to know these answers before the process begins in order to ensure that such an important task is taken seriously and that every issue is considered.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Dan, is it looks like CHU, okay, Al? Yeah. No, I'm sorry, what is your last name?
Checkla.
Oh, okay.
And C-H-E-C-K-L-A.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Supervisor, council members. I want to just add my voice to those who are concerned that a private vendor may just, from appearance's sake, look as if the process is not going to be transparent. We'd like to know that as residents of the town, that the process is going to be completely open and that the public will have an opportunity to understand exactly what takes place with it. We would like to know that public input will actually be utilized in the drawing of the maps, and that the demographic data isn't just going to be random, and it's going to take into account municipalities, areas that should be kept together with respect to council districts and those types of things. At what point will the public comment actually be incorporated into this process?
There will be a public hearing.
Okay. And then following the public hearing, what happens with the commentary? Will the council members utilize that information to make adjustments to the map that's provided?
I can't tell you what's going to happen at the public hearing, but there will be a public hearing, and the town board will take comments from the public. They may adopt the map, they may change the map, they may, I can't tell you that. If I knew the answer to that question, I'd probably be able to.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to understand the process. Okay, so again, I just want to be on record as saying we'd like the process to be open, to be transparent, to be completely available to the public at all stages. So I thank you for your time today.
All right, thanks for coming down. Boris, you're the diet?
Got it.
All right, there you go. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Supervisor and Hempstead Town Council members. My name is Boris Yagudaya, and I'm here today to speak on item number 35 on the administrative calendar. Population has shifted and changed in the town of Hempstead over the past 10 years. The districts that are being redrawn need to reflect those changes and protect the rights of those affected by those same changes. We need to know more about Skyline. Have any of the consultants worked elsewhere in Nassau County or New York State? And if so, what notable redistricting did they work on?
I believe Skyline is the same company that drew the Nassau County, that participated in helping them to do the Nassau County.
Okay. Have the consultants worked for both Republicans and Democrats?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay. I think it's important that a process as important as this involve a company that has worked with both parties, and that's why I asked that question. Will the town council consider adopting rules and objective criteria for consultants to use?
The town board and the whole redistricting process is governed by the Constitution of the State of New York, the Constitution of the United States, the Civil Rights Act, and the Voting Rights Act. And we will comply with all of those.
I also think that it's important that the town board set independent and non-biased procedures for Skyline to guarantee fairness and transparency. I also believe that all the members of the council need to participate in that process.
We certainly expect it.
Great, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Full Fetterman? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Madam Supervisor, and good morning, council members. My name is Paul Fetterman. I live in Valley Stream. I'm here also on item 35 of the administrative calendar. When choosing the company to consult with the Town of Hempstead in redistricting, was there any attention given to a company that was the best and most professional in drawing the lines? It's an important task that should not be taken lightly. Was there an open and competitive bidding process to choose Skyline?
No, there was not. It's a $5,000 contract, and we deemed it to be the company that we wanted to use. It's a professional services contract.
Were there any other companies that were considered?
Yes.
Could you let me know?
Don't have the information available.
Don't have that information available. And Skyline was the best for the best price. Is that?
In the opinion of the town attorney's office, it was recommended to the town board, and yes, of the town.
Are there any other outside legal services that will be hired for the process?
I don't anticipate that.
No. Any outside consultancy that will be hired?
I don't
They anticipate that this is the company. They will gather the demographics, information, from the 2010 census, and the town attorney's office, in consultation with the town board members, will draw the maps.
And 10 years ago, the Supreme Court issued a decision to redistrict the town from at-large to councilmatic districts.
Actually, that was
14 years ago, for a reason. Are you guys going to use the same criteria to do the districts this time?
That was a very successful redistricting. I believe it was in 2003, my first year, as supervisor, and as I recall, the councilwoman was completely on board. Everybody voted for the maps, and no one came to the hearings.
Okay, well, hopefully more people will come to the hearings.
But I think it showed there was satisfaction. As I said, the councilwoman voted for the maps.
Okay.
Councilwoman Goosby.
Yes, I understand. Well, thank you for your time today, Madam.
Okay, thank you. Christopher Portlow? Good morning, sir. Welcome to town
Good
hall.
morning, Madam Supervisor, fellow Hempstead council members. My name is Christopher Portlock. I reside in Hewlett. I'm here today to speak on item 35, resolution authorizing agreement for consulting services in connection with apportionment of councilmatic districts. Guaranteeing a fair and open process, it is important that both political parties have same legal options and that any legal counsel be available in an equal and fair way to all council members. There are two political parties represented on the Town of Hempstead board, and they should both be treated equally in the redistricting process. Who will serve as the legal counsel to the Town Council for redistricting?
Will be brought by the town council.
Through the Town Attorney's Office? Okay, what are their qualifications?
Well, they're all duly admitted to the New York State Bar. The town attorney has been, how long have you been an attorney?
How long have I been an attorney? Oh, I can't tell you that.
We have vast
40
years of experience.
Very good. All right.
And Mr. Shepherd
Goosby have access to the consultants and lawyers?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Every
If you don't think
Go ahead.
Councilwoman Goosby is on top of this process from A to Z. And she is involved in it, and she is informed on it, and she is very, very, astute when it comes to this. We are in direct contact a couple of times a week. She's on top.
The redistricting
That's-
10 years
anybody has-
ago, I'm sorry, it was a unanimous vote. Councilwoman Goosby was on board, she approved the maps.
There will be no, like,
That's an area up to her this year as well.
will there be any discussions or deliberations that will not be included in her? Or is she gonna be included in every discussion that we have as far as redistricting goes?
Every step.
Beautiful. So I can hear. Will she have input and be given a fair opportunity to reach other minorities, communities?
Every member of the board, are all duly elected officials, and every elected official on this board will have full and complete access to the entire process.
Thank you, Madam Supervisor.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Just sad, she's not here today, it's a cause for concern.
As I mentioned last week, we directly consulted with her. She knew that Skyline was on today. She is at the convention, but she's fully aware of it.
All right, thank you.
I also know that if you look at Newsday today, there is an article about the county district, the only town council person consulted by media was Ms. Goosby, so she obviously is aware of it.
Thank you.
Felix Procacci, 1165 Bond Street, Square. Just to touch back on administrative item number 35. To ensure the process is transparent, and we have all the equipment, we paid a lot of money for it, we have fiber optic throughout this town, we have video cameras. I think the process should be video linked, streamed live, so people who can't make the hearing could watch it at their home on their computer. And also all the documentation released at every step of the way should be uploaded to the internet and also be available on links on the town's website. Anyway, I have some budget questions. We hired a graphic artist back